What's up, everybody? Welcome to BCM. This is Michael. It's been a while, but I'm back. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Stick around to the end to see who the experts predict will win. I'll put a timestamp below, but first, I'll break down what I think. Terence Crawford will meet with Kell Special K Brook on the 14th of November at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, and what should be an interesting matchup. It's Omaha, Nebraska, USA versus Sheffield, Yorkshire, United Kingdom. It's world ranked number 5 in the Super Welterweight in Brook versus world ranked number 2 in the Welterweight division in Crawford, and the bout will be for the WBO Welterweight title, the division where Crawford plies his trade. This means Brook will have to come down slightly in weight, although he does go to Super Welterweight and Welterweight. He has spent most of his time in these divisions. And so the special one, it'll be interesting to see how he retransitions back from Super Welterweight to Welterweight. Shouldn't be too much of an issue for him. Now, I have been a big fan of Terence Crawford, who has also transitioned weight divisions himself, since I first watched him a few years back against Ricky Burns for the WBO lightweight title. Now, pound for pound, in my opinion, he is one of the most talented fighters with the right combination of speed and power. He has impressive boxing IQ and boxing technique. He can easily scrap and box depending on what the situation calls for. He is disciplined as a fighter, but has that ratbag attitude and will humiliate you and taunt you while giving you a beatdown. Crawford has also proven that he has a chin by getting rocked in his encounter with Gamboa and Lundy, for example, only to maintain his composure and go on to win both fights. His transition of pace, changing gears when he wants to mess with his opponent's head or when he has figured out his opponent, and his adaptability to fighters with unusual styles like Victor Postol make him a difficult opponent to train and prepare for. And it goes a long way into explaining his record of 36-0 with 27 by way of KO. He can switch hit and mixes his head and body shots effectively, and his counter-punching is crisp and accurate. It must feel like trying to punch smoke for Crawford's opponents. By that I mean they're getting hit, but when they try to hit back, often there's no one there. A tantalizing fight most fans want to watch is Crawford and Errol Spence, which that would be great if they can make it happen. And the two have even escaped near misses with death in their personal lives, which adds a little bit something extra to the matchup. Crawford was shot in the head many years ago while sitting in his car, and sticking with the car theme, Errol Spence crashed his car in spectacular fashion. And if you haven't seen the footage, check it out. I'll put a link down below for those that haven't seen it. It's pretty scary stuff. But yeah, that would be a great matchup. They could even call the event something like the Unkillables or something. I don't know. However, the matchup with Kell Brook is every bit as exciting, and if there's a medal for boxers with brass balls, Brook would have to be a top contender. Kell Brook personifies courage, in my opinion, as seen in his undertaking with his bout against Gennady Golovkin, the big-hitting wrecking machine from Kazakhstan. Despite the size comparisons made by pundits at the time and Brook's trainer Dominic Ingle, the fact remains that Golovkin was the bigger guy at middleweight and the much bigger hitter, as Brook found out when the fight was eventually stopped, and Brook walked away with a fractured eye socket. To his credit though, Brook took some time to recover and made his way back into the ring against Errol Spence, no doubt, or no less, to defend his IBF welterweight title. However, he would go on to lose that in the 11th round by KO, and once again fractured his eye socket. This time I think it was his left eye socket. Regardless, Brook is at home in welterweight and the super welterweight divisions. This is definitely more appropriate for him. And in these divisions, his power translates far better. And although he did rock Golovkin in their middleweight bout, let's be honest, Golovkin was never in real danger. Kell Brook, like I've just said, does possess power, knockout power, as he has proven in these divisions. He has tremendous moxie, as we've already discussed, and he is also a disciplined boxer with good fundamentals. He's almost methodical in his approach and tends to not rush his shots or smother his opponent when putting combinations together when he sees that his opponent is in trouble. He selects his shot wisely, Coming into this fight at 39 wins, 27 by KO and only 2 losses. Yeah, he comes into this fight with a lot of experience, but then so does Crawford. Both are around the same age. Brook is 34, with Crawford coming in a year younger. Brook is slightly taller, but Crawford has the reach advantage. Now, you'll hear a lot of people often say that there are levels to this sport, and I think that will be evident when these two meet. As plucky and as brave as Brook is, and rest assured he'll definitely make a good account of himself in this fight, I think eventually the class and skill set by Crawford will be too much. I can see the fight going to points, and as is the case with boxing in the US, and I'm just putting this out there, we all know this, there is often controversy when this happens and it goes to the points, and results often go to the home fighter. We all know it's true. It's happened, but I don't expect that there will be too much doubt on this particular night. So, look, if I'm wrong, I'm happy to eat the gunk that's plugging my shower drain, but I see a win for Crawford. Before we hear from the experts, a reminder that if you want to show your support, you can like, share, and subscribe. Life is a fight outside the ring, and if you want to read about my story and troubles, you can find out in my book, How to Get Out of Life Traps, which is available on Amazon. Just follow the link below.